Remember when we first started, we made a template of the front of the building. And here it is again. Come back, and now we've actually glued the acetate onto the front of it. And in the meantime, I made a template for the doorway, and we'll fasten that down under our acetate and tape it so it can't move. We can then bring in the burnishers that we're going to use. I like two different types. This is Letraset in black, and the white one is a Woodland Scenics. We'll actually use the Woodland Scenics one for applying the dry transfers. Bring the dry transfer sheet in. It's a white number sheet. We're going to use it for the numbers on the top of the doorway up in the clear story. Using white because our building is going to actually be black in the final rendition of how we're doing it. We'll pick any three numbers. It doesn't make a difference. You may want to actually number yours in order if you're doing a big street where the fronts can actually be seen. But in this case, we just did any numbers. Line them up. Now we'll go for cutting that doorway out, and we'll score it along the side and along the bottom so that we can snap it off later. And we'll bring in the dry transfer for the left top window. It's going to be a bar sign this time. And we'll line it up. And we want to line this up so that it has a nice square feel to it on the sheet. And I use the lines that are on the sheet to kind of line it up. Hold it down on the right side. Check it and make sure it's transferred. And my finger, where I touched it, your finger heat actually helps in transferring or making a dry transfer adhere better. So you'll notice that for each time we're going to touch it with our finger. We'll do the slit sign up on the right now. We'll line it up first. Transfer. Hold it down and make sure it did transfer, and finger heat just to make sure they stay. Do one dry transfer down in the left corner. A no minor sign. Check to make sure it transferred, and a little heat to make sure it's down tight. Now what we can do is come in and cut for the sides. We've got to allow for sidewalls that are now present. When we drew the front, it was whole, but now we have sidewalls that we have to allow for, and on the doorway we have to allow for the doorway width, which is in place. So I'm cutting just inside of the two side picture windows on the bottom, a little bit above the area of the door to clear the plastic that's in there. And now we can lift the acetate, and we'll make sure it's down. Now we can score again on part of it and snap it. We're in good shape. Yeah, we want a little score again on the doorway, just as insurance. The acetate doesn't snap quite as easily as some other things do. And then we'll take the number sheet, check it in the doorway, and then check the windows, and everything's in good shape.